Well, climbing Mount Marcy. Poop off the trail, that's what that sign says. Mount Marcy left. See that? 6.7 miles. Here we go. A bunch of rapids, waterfalls down there. I think that's Mount Marcy right there. I'm just walking down the trail, having a good time, eating nuts, my favorite. So some of the path, the higher in elevation we get, as long as it's in the shadow most of the day, some of the path is still snow. But I'm wearing sneakers and it's not even slippery. And that's letting me know to keep going straight. So far it's a very nice, calm, there's some more waterfalls, calm scenic hike. Hardly uphill at all. Very relaxed. Not sure when the mountain's gonna kick in. Pretty strong, little bit of a waterfall there. It's called High Water Bridge. Not sure where it goes, but we're going to Mount Marcy, so I'm going this way. It is nice to be able to come out after a long winter and see crystal clear water flowing through the mountains. So I'm really glad I came on this trip to climb Marcy Hill because it's sunny, it's nice weather, just a beautiful trip. And actually, if you think about it, this snow being in these little stream areas is a good thing because instead of hitting mud, you're hitting snow. I'd much rather hit hard packed snow than hit friggin' mud. And the weather's beautiful. The only thing missing is my loving wife. So I guess you get to a point where you're like, oh yeah, so since this is technically a mountain, even though it's more like a hill, there's gonna be snow all over the top of it in late April. So note for the future, bring spikes, sneakers with spikes on them. I don't wear boots, but bring spiked sneakers and then it won't be as slippery, but it's still totally doable as long as you have cat-like reflexes. I have these such reflexes. Well, here's a nice little stream, nice little wooden bridge, nice little waterfalls. So nice. And then we're back in winter tundra. So I made a mistake coming without spikes because it's very slippery. I'm just wearing sneakers, and this time of year you also want to bring shoes, snowshoes, for areas like this where you're not going that steep uphill, so you don't fall through. Because I've been falling through like crazy, scratching my knees up and my legs, cutting them up. But I'm not going to let that stop me. I will summit today if it kills me. And I'm doing it all in sneakers. Which are soaking wet right now. But when I cook up my food near the summit, I will dry out my socks and shoes some with a burner. And hopefully, since there's so much darn snow, I'll be able to slide back down a lot of these steeper parts, because they're so slippery and I don't have spikes. I'm not going to be able to walk down them. But sliding sounds like a good idea. So that's the top of Mount Marcy. Still going pure snow. And I talked to a kid who was coming back down from the summit. He told me he can't believe I'm wearing sneakers doing it, and I should turn around right now before I have to get life flighted out of here. I was like, why would I need a life flight? And he said, if I get injured. I was like, no, I'll be fine. So then later on, I saw a group of 3 guys just wearing boots, not sneakers, but they had boots, not, you know, better than what I got. And they said that when they bumped into him, he talked them into turning around too. And they said I'm about 0.3 miles away from a sign that says 1.5 miles to the top. So it's like, I can't turn around now. I mean, I've come so far. I'm only basically like 1.2 miles from the top. I climbed a total of 5.8 miles. How could I give up now? Especially getting through all this snow in sneakers. Probably nobody's ever even done that at this time of the year. So I continue on. I just have to make sure I don't break a leg. So I'm giving my feet a chance to dry out a little bit. Trying to dry out my shoes, dry out my socks. And I've been getting my shins cut up pretty bad on account of the fact that your feet just keep falling through the snow. It's literally like 6 feet deep of snow over there, and so every time you fall through, you're gonna go down like 3 feet before it start falling. But sometimes there's tree branches in there, and that's Mount Marcy right there. So I'm as soon as I get done cooking and eating, because you gotta eat, you gotta fuel the machine. As soon as I get done with this, I will summit this mountain. Potato, little chicken here, very nice. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna summit this mountain if it kills me. He told me I couldn't do it. You know how the legend feels when people tell him he can't do it. The legend gets aggro. Just a short distance from the top. I set my pack down because I don't need to carry it all the way up. Tune in next time for the summit. My leg's doing some kind of weird cramp thing. See how it's like just bowed out and it's twitching? So, see this leg here, how it's like bulged out there? This one's not bulged out at all. Look at this one. Some kind of weird cramp thing from climbing a mountain too much. I'm literally, that's the top right there. And I ain't gonna let a cramp stop me. We're there. Mount Marcy. Highest point in New York State. It was very difficult because of the snow. If it wasn't a snow issue, I'd call it Marcy Hill. But since I had to trek it all the way up here in April, wearing only these sneakers, which are soaking wet, I can't remember what I was saying. All right, I'm going back down. The only way to travel down mountain. The only way to do it. Only way to do it, baby. Only way to do it, baby. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm a mountain climber. I'm a climber.